Hey guys, welcome to my Kershaw Black Colt II review. This is a great work knife. It has a 8CR13 MOV steel. It is a lockback. It has these nylon, or I think it's a nylon sheath, yeah. It's a copolymer grips. It's very ergonomic. Now, I have big hands. I'm 6'6", 220 pounds. I'm a big guy. And even being a big guy, it fits real well in my hand, and even to my friends that I've let use who have smaller hands, it seems to work great for them too. And also, this knife has been with me for years. I've had it for a long time. I got it when I was much younger, like 16. I'm 20 now, and of all the knives I've had, this thing has really stood the test of time. A lot of knives, especially ones like your cheap, Chinese Charmers or C3s, they really they get worn real fast. But this knife, even though it was only $15 to $20, really impressed me. The steel really held an edge well. I'm not a real big guy on steels, but this knife really held its edge well. It came with this sheath, and now this sheath. This is the only knife I've ever really used like a belt sheath with, and I've been using it for 3 years, like I said, 3 or 4 years, and still works just fine, no tears, the Velcro's fine, because these big patches have nothing wrong with the stitching, except for a little bit right here, there's like a little bit of frayed cloth, but that's nothing. It has like this faux leather with the Kershaw logo on it. Back to the knife. It has these screws right here is what keeps the knife together, and like I said earlier, it's a lockback. I've had this knife for so long that it's kind of hard not to be, biased toward, liking it, and so I'm just not going to try to be not biased, because I know I like the knife. So I would say it's a great starter knife as well as a great veteran's knife. You have $15, $20 laying around, go to eBay, Amazon, pick yourself up a Kershaw Black Colt II. You can make it just your EDC blade. It's a beater. It won't fail on you. I know some people aren't a big fan of what is it called? Holy crap! Liner lock. Some people aren't a big fan of liner locks. Well, this is a nice cheap lockback, but I don't like using the word cheap because even though it's inexpensive, I feel like the word cheap has a real negative connotation. This knife is definitely worth it. It definitely has a high bang for its buck. And I feel like I am qualified to say that after using this knife for 3 years. I'm definitely not as educated as a lot of the big YouTubers here on YouTube, but this knife, I almost, I guarantee, if you picked up this knife, it may not be your favorite knife. It would definitely do its job, and I think that you would grow to love it because, or especially for kids. It's not too big. Even for a guy with big hands like me, it's not too big. It has a 3-inch blade. It's 3.5 inches closed, I believe, and it's easy to open. Now, I've had this knife for 3 to 4 years, and I've never oiled it or anything like that, and the action still smooth. It's just fine. So it locks up nice and tight. No blade play whatsoever. Like I'm pulling hard, man. There's nothing there. The liners are fine. Let's do the little. Let's see how centered the knife is closed. The knife is definitely not centered when closed. That's the only issue that I've had. That now I noticed it, and I never noticed it before until right now. But yeah, the knife is definitely not centered when closed. But there's no blade play. The screws are nice and tight, and it holds an edge really well. I would definitely recommend this knife, and yeah, have a good day.